as a producer artist, is it really necessary to join a label? So that's very clear now that the answer is yes, you can do it all on your own. The tools that you have at your disposal are the same tools that labels use: social media, email, Facebook ads. It's all accessible to you. The only benefit that a label can bring is their money.
Yeah.
It's basically, if you get signed to a label, it's an interest-free loan that you get, right, called an advance, right, which has its pros and cons, and then you have to pay back that loan against your future royalties. So basically, if you want an investor, then you can consider a label. But if you don't want an investor, if you don't want an outside voice speaking into your creativity, if you don't want the pressure of a label, if you don't really need, that in your life, it's totally possible to do it all yourself. So you just got to learn a couple marketing skills, not just tips and tricks, but actual skills, because that's what's going to help you make the proper decision for your own situation, right? Yeah. Skills are dynamic. Skills can problem solve and adjust and shift with markets and shift with the years as time goes on. But tips are not as flexible. They could work for someone and not for you.
Right. And so that sort of dovetails nicely into this question here from Larry. What's the best way to promote yourself when you don't have the budget? So I always talk about the two levers of business is you have time and you have money, or you have time or money, right? So, and I talk about Audio Issues in its infancy back in 2008, 2009, or thereabouts. That's when I didn't have any money. So all I had was time. So the only thing that I could do to promote myself was create marketable content that helped the audience that I wanted to serve. So because I was learning audio production at the time, audio engineering, music, mixing music, I wrote articles about that and promoted those articles on social media, Facebook, back in the day. This is so long ago in internet time, but that's what I had to do. I had to use my time to create marketing materials that would promote my brand. And then slowly over time, I get fans to come or interested students to come and check me out, check out the stuff on the website. They become subscribers. They become some of my early customers for some of my books that I had at the time. And then once you've used your time to maybe create some money, you can actually use that money to buy your time. See how that sort of works, right? So at that point, if you have money, you can actually do a lot of automation stuff like run Facebook ads and run Instagram ads, hire an assistant to do, things for you, hire graphic designers to create better marketing materials, all those sorts of things. So exactly. That's my spiel on time and money.
No, that's so right. It doesn't matter what your business is, right? It's true for everything. It's true for your artist business. It's true for your producing business. It's true for whatever it is. So as an artist, right, the two levers, time and money, you can spend your time creating a YouTube series that you do, weekly or daily if you really want to just push it out, right? And that's turning your time right into content. Content can, kind of work for you if you do it right. You do a good job. It's SEO optimized. You get into searches. You make content that's relative or relevant, I should say, and then if you are able to build a little bit of an audience, right, and some income comes in, right, and you're leveraging that audience, which is what I teach at the Indie Music Academy, then you can take some of that money and reinvest it into more growth. And there is a point where, you can kind of relax a little bit, as far as, making content and there's like a balance between making content and kind of using your money to promote, right? If you were on a record label, kind of going back to Jay Big Dog's question,
Yeah.
if you're on a record label, you're kind of, it's a very siloed existence, right? The record label pays you to be only creative all the time. You don't have to worry about the marketing, but then the marketing is like, not controlled by you. You're kind of at the mercy of whoever their marketing guy is. Maybe he does a good job or a bad job, right?
Right.
And you're footed with the bill either way. Whereas as an indie artist, you find your own balance between being creative, creating content, creating music, using your time, and then using some of your own money and reinvesting it back into yourself to grow further. And so that is, that's how I do it. That's how you do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.